Hey out there, YouTube modelers. This is Big Will coming from the Plastic Rod Shop. Wanted to make this update on my 69 Nova that I've been working on. It's in mock-up stage right now. Got a little paint done. And I'll just show you how the stance is going to be, and I think it's going to turn out pretty cool. The paint turned out good. And I also wanted to thank everybody for checking my video out and commenting and welcoming me to the YouTube modeling community. I appreciate it. And I had fun making the video. I'm gonna try to, add some music and stuff to it. Just, give it a little flair. Why not? Everybody else does. So, and I also wanted to show you guys a build that I done that's real dear to my heart, and I'll get to that in a little bit after I show you my Nova. So I'm gonna show you what I got going on here, and you guys tell me what you think about it. And hold on one second. Okay guys, here it is. The 69 Nova. Tubbed out. It's looking pretty good. The paint come out pretty good. I'm still gonna do a little wet sand and then clear coat, but in all, it turned out real nice. I like that color. I don't know if you can see. Let me turn the light on here. Maybe that'll help. See the metal flake in that? Got a little dust on it. I'm sitting back here in my office. But there it is. I don't know. The stance is going to be pretty cool. I got the motor and stuff here on the bench. I'm working on that. Got the heads and stuff painted. Still got to paint my transmission. Got my carburetors on the intake. I need to black wash those a little bit and maybe do a little black wash on the engine itself. I got a few parts here painted so far on the trees, and I got my distributor made. I use 25 gauge wire I get from Radio Shack, and I paint it with acrylics, and I don't know, it turns out decent after I get done running the wires and stuff. But I make my distributors out of styrene, and I paint it so so it looks decent. If you actually get to see it when it's in the car, most of the time you can't really see the distributor. You just see the wires. And I've got my roll cage made. Scratch build it out of some just styrene that I had off of a tree, a parch tree. And I got another piece right here that's going to go behind the driver's seat on the roll cage. And it's going to be pretty nice when I get it done. And let's see. Got the rear end. I got the body, the chassis. I got the rear end built and painted up. I used gunmetal gray and gunmetal. It's like a darker gunmetal on the rear end and the gear differential. And I still got to paint my front suspension and get that all colored up, make it look decent. If I can see if I can see inside. The interior's not done. I put I scratch build a piece. I put a piece of styrene across the tubs in the back. I probably should have cut the trunk open and put a gas tank in it. But this, it looks like it's going to be it would be kind of hard to cut that trunk open. Not unless you came down. Not unless you came down into here and cut it open. Because see, it goes right up to that window lip right there. I don't know. Not unless you made it a hatchback, run it all the way up and around. But I would cut it like right in here somewhere if I was to open it, because you're not going to really have anywhere to put a hinge on this. And if you bare metal full this, it won't. This will just be too thin. It wouldn't hold nothing. So that's one of the reasons I didn't cut the trunk open. But I like to tub these. I like tubbing cars out. I just think them big tires in the back they just make it look slick. And that's about it on that for now. I'll make another update probably in a couple days or two after I get it situated. Sorry about all the shakiness with the camera. I'm using my phone for this video. And now I'm gonna show you a car that's real dear to my heart. And if you bear with me 1 minute, 1 second, and I'll get back to you. Okay, guys. The car we're looking at here is a 70 Monte Carlo. The story behind this car, my brother had a 70 Monte Carlo, and it looked exactly like this. Back in the day, I made a replica, and it's pretty dear to my heart. He passed away in 2003, and he was my, idol. Every younger brother has an older brother that they idolize, and he was mine. So let me show you the car, what I've done to it, and you guys give me a comment after this video and tell me how it looks and everything. I mean, I guess it really doesn't matter how anybody thinks about it. It's what I feel. But I had a lot of fun building it because it was my brother's car. So here we go. I painted the interior blue. That's what color it was. He had it painted this lime green at Maaco, of all places. He had it painted at Maaco, and they did a pretty good job. It had the rallies, and the stance on it, the real car, was that right there. I mean, it had big block springs on the front, which it was a big block car, and it stood up good. Had the bigger tires in the back, and it had the cowl inducted hood. I made this cowl inducted hood. I cut the side, cut this part out in the center and lifted it up, and then made a couple little slits to where it would bend, and then put styrene right there on each side of it, and it turned out pretty good. I mean, it's got a few flaws in it, but it did turn out pretty good. And I'm going to show you the engine. Got my wires ran. It's got the battery painted, a few detail work, a little bit, not bad. We'll flip it over here and we'll look at the undercarriage. This was a pretty good model. I'm not a big AMT fan, but this model turned out pretty good for an AMT. It was one of the low riders, and I just made it stance-wise the front suspension was, you know, where it was lifted in the front and lifted in the rear. But all in all, this is a very, very close replica of my brother's car when we were younger. And, well, before he passed away, he had it. He was 31 when he passed away. We were real close. I was 30 and he was 31. I mean, we were only a year apart, and we did a lot of stuff together, fishing, hunting, and we worked on cars in the same shop. We worked at a Ford dealership right side by side for 15 years. And believe me, that's the person that got me into cars. He really loved them. So give me a holler. Tell me what y'all think about it. It came out good. I really enjoyed building it. And I'll put a picture up of my brother's car. I got a picture of it. And I'll put it up at the end and with this car, with the picture of this one. So, this is Big Will, coming from the Plastic Rods shop. I'm out.